Welcome everyone to Tuesday Tea Time. I actually made it on Tuesday this week. I am in Portugal and Percy's just leaving the fireside. He's not sure he wants to join me for tea time. I'm here after a great second day of our workshop. I'll give you a little tour. We've got a group hanging out at the end of the day. Hey guys, say everybody say hi. Hey. And I don't usually do tea time with an audience, but this seemed as good a place as any in front of the fire. So, Percy joined me again. Excellent. I'm not alone for tea time. I thought about going out with the horses, but it's a little bit dark outside in Portugal right now. So today, I wanted to talk a little bit about choices. Hey, Joe. Joe says hi to everyone, as does Sal. Choices. Every Tuesday, I am struck with this indecision. What do I talk about? And you guys are great. You've given me a lot of subjects to think about. I've got a list, and I do look at my list. But it always feels like it wants to be something personal, something important. I don't know. What's personal? What's important? What do you guys want to hear? So anyway, here I am with too many choices. And I realize this is a really big point of stress for me. How do I decide what I'm going to talk about every week? And I've been thinking about this a lot with the horses too. So in Portugal right now, the horses have come off the pasture and they're eating hay right now. And it's really interesting watching them all gather around one particular pile of hay when there's others that no horses are eating at. And then at another time of day, they'll all gather around the other pile of hay. What makes them make that choice to all crowd together versus go to a different hay pile? You know, is it just their herd nature? They're designed to be close together. Do they like the arguments that happens about who gets to stand on the left side versus the right side, who gets to be next to the horse that's the boss? What is it about those choices that makes them all crowd together? I've been thinking about this a lot. And I think my working theory, I'm still thinking about it, but my working theory is that horses don't actually like to make choices. Horses actually put themselves in a position to be forced into a choice. And I think the reason is a lot like what I get confronted with every Tuesday for tea time. If you have too many choices, it's really stressful. And when you just stand right next to somebody else who's either going to tell you that's okay or tell you to move, you don't have to decide whether you're going to stand there or you're going to move. You just wait for someone else to tell you. And I think that's one of the reasons we really like riding horses, is that they are, by their nature, animals that really like to be told what to do, if you know the right way to tell them. They would prefer not to have too many choices. They would prefer someone else make the choices for them. So, in comes me and my theories of freedom-based training. Do horses really want to be free? Well, I think that freedom is the freedom to make a comfortable choice. But the fact is, sometimes you don't know what the comfortable choice is. I think all horses want to be comfortable, but most horses don't know which choice actually makes them comfortable. And so what they end up doing is crowding really close to somebody who will make the choice for them. Another horse that will tell them where to stand, another horse who will tell them where to go. And if they don't have to make the choice themselves, it's easier to let somebody else make the choice. But the problem is, did they actually feel more comfortable after that choice was made? And that is how I think trust is built. When you make a choice for a horse, you hope that the end result is they feel better. That is why they will trust you to make another choice. I don't think they want to make their own choices unless they've realized that they make really good choices. If they make good choices and they know how to make themselves comfortable, they won't crowd as close to others. They will just make their own choice and make themselves comfortable. But most horses do this thing where they crowd really close and they wait for someone else to make the choice for them. When we do freedom-based training, we don't make a lot of choices for the horses. We let them make choices for themselves. Sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't. I really like to work in a herd where if they don't want to make their own choice, they can get too close to the boss horse in the herd and make the boss tell them what to do. So there is still dominance involved if they're in a functional herd. They can go get bossed around by somebody, just not me. Hey Trisha, you made it. Excellent. Welcome to tea time. So this theory of choices, I think that a lot of horses don't like to make their own choices because they don't know how to make themselves comfortable. I work over this long, slow process to try and teach horses how to make themselves comfortable so they're not so dependent on others. They know how to look at their options and make a choice without being stuck in a place of indecision. Instead of being paralyzed by too many choices and not knowing which choice to make, they can look at their options, choice 1, 2, and 3, and decide choice 2 is the most comfortable and take that option. It's a really long process to try and teach horses to be that decisive and to not get stuck in a place of indecision. But I like it. I like the process. Hey, Danny from Austria. Welcome to tea time. So I know some of you guys will be watching the replay of this. Some of you guys are watching it live. Maybe I'm making sense, maybe I'm not. But this is what I've been thinking about this week as I watch horses work around the hay. Why would they choose one hay pile? Why would they choose another hay pile? Why would they get too close to their friends and wait to be bossed? Or why would they just step away before they're bossed? I don't really know the answer. I'm not a horse. I can't get inside their head. But I really enjoy thinking about it. I enjoy thinking about why would a horse do this, that, or the other thing. Ultimately, I think they just want to be comfortable. I don't know that they are wise enough to make good choices and be comfortable. But if they think somebody else can make the choice for them and make them comfortable, they'll lean on that someone. Trisha says, do you think they can make better choices for themselves by you being with them? That's my goal. I do hope that my presence helps them be more aware, and when they're more aware, they make better choices. Whether I'm successful or not, well, that's up for debate, but that's definitely the goal. Yes, Laurence, Halloween mood, a little fire behind me. We're past Halloween, but I will just go with that idea. So, thank you guys for joining me for tea time. I hope that's some food for thought for you guys. Ultimately, as I do freedom-based training, I think that horses want to be more comfortable. How do we make them more comfortable? If dominance is the way to go to make them more comfortable, that might be your best option. And I'm not against dominance. For me, I really like working without dominance. And so then my question to myself is, can I be effective in helping them use their brain so they make a good choice instead of getting stuck in indecision? If I'm not going to tell them what to do and they don't have a horse friend next to them to tell them what to do, are they aware enough and wise enough to make good choices so they get more comfortable with me around? Some do, some don't, but that's the goal. So thank you guys for joining me for tea time. Let me know if you have any questions about that, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.